Good morning, and welcome to Frontiers of Interaction 2010. This is Adam Greenfield, and I'm coming to you from Helsinki, Finland, where it's 5 or maybe even 6 degrees outside. So I'm especially sorry that I can't be with you in Rome today. As many of you know, I've been part of the Frontiers family for the last couple of years now. I was the keynote speaker in Rome last year, and I was very happy to participate on an impromptu basis in the event in Torino the year before that. As a result, I really do believe that Frontiers is one of the best conferences going on in the world right now. You guys have an amazing ability to bring in some really cutting-edge speakers with some very, very novel perspective on the state of interaction design. And of course, I personally think that you have the ability to engage those speakers because you treat us so well when we arrive there. So it really is with a mixture of delight and sadness that I greet you today. My sadness is on my own part. I can't be with you there in Rome. And if, as I believe, you're still doing it in that amazing facility, take a look around that room. It's really an incredibly special space, absolutely one of the best places I've ever presented, and I'm sure one of the best places to see a speaker as well. Today's event comes at an interesting moment in the evolution of interaction design. As many of you know, my perennial concern has been what happens when information design makes the leap from the desktop to the mobile device and then out into the streets and plazas of the contemporary city. With this year's release of the iPad, the ecosystem of devices and experiences that Mark Weiser had envisioned as early as the early 1990s is now a decisive everyday reality for a great many of us. And that means that everything we do gets more and more complicated. From having been practitioners in a field called human-computer interaction, we now have to be something like ethnographers and psychologists and sociologists. We have to take into account the personal, the social, the psychological, the economic, even the political, in everything we do. So our field is getting more and more complicated, and the challenges are getting richer. And I think that's a great moment, personally, to be an interaction designer. It means that we've got some really, really tasty things ahead of us. I think that today's program is going to speak to a lot of these issues, and I think you're going to enjoy it a great deal. So without further ado, I'd like to hand you over again to Leandro and the Frontiers of Interaction Design 2010 program. Thanks so much, and maybe I'll see you next year. Take care.